Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to explore one of the four core pillars of object-oriented programming called abstraction. We have already seen how encapsulation hides internal data using private variables and getter-setter methods. But now, we'll go one level deeper. What is abstraction? First, let's understand what abstraction means in general. Abstraction simply means showing only what's necessary and hiding the internal details. You focus on the what, not the how. Think about how you use a mobile phone. You tap a button to make a call. But do you know how the network works behind the scenes? Do you see the signal transmission, hardware logic, or voltage levels? Number, that's abstraction. You interact with a simple interface, the dial pad, while all the technical complexity is hidden. Now let's take one more example to start by understanding what abstraction really means. In real life, abstraction is everywhere. When you drive a car, you just turn the key or press a button. You don't need to know how the engine starts or how the fuel system works. You interact with a simple interface and all the complex things are hidden behind it. This same idea applies to Python. In programming, abstraction means showing only the essential features and hiding the internal details. You build clean interfaces. You hide complexity from the user. We write classes and methods that show the user only what they need while keeping the implementation details hidden. That's abstraction. How is this different from encapsulation? Let's clear this up. Encapsulation is about bundling data and methods together and restricting direct access to some parts using private variables. Abstraction is about hiding complexity and only exposing essential features. Think of encapsulation as a security gate. Think of abstraction as a clean UI. They often work together, but they solve different problems. To achieve abstraction in Python, we use abstract classes and abstract methods. Python gives us a special module called ABC, which stands for Abstract Base Classes. This module helps us define abstract classes and methods. An abstract class is a class that contains one or more abstract methods. It cannot be instantiated directly and is intended to be subclassed. Abstract classes serve as blueprints for other classes and cannot be instantiated on their own. They are particularly useful when you want to provide a common interface for a group of subclasses. An abstract method is a method that is declared in an abstract class but does not have any implementation. Subclasses of the abstract class must provide an implementation for the abstract method. Now let's understand abstraction with an actual implementation. Let's say we are building a banking system. We don't want the user to know how the balance is stored, how transactions are logged, or how authentication works internally. The user should only have access to key actions like check balance, deposit money, withdraw money. Let's build this example step by step. Let's first create a new Python file. Right-click on the project folder. Choose new, then Python file. Let's name it abstraction_bank. Now we begin. First, we need to import the abstract base class module. To create an abstract class in Python, we use a special module called ABC. So let's type from keyword, then ABC module, all lowercase, which stands for abstract base classes. After that, we write import keyword followed by capital ABC and abstract method. Now let's understand this. This line is very important because by default, Python does not support abstract classes out of the box. We use this line to bring in two special tools. First, ABC, which stands for Abstract Base Class. It allows us to create a class that cannot be used directly but only as a blueprint. Second, abstract method. This is a decorator. It marks specific methods as abstract, meaning the child class must provide its own version of that method. Now we create our abstract class. Let's type class keyword followed by the class name bank account. Then within parentheses we write capital ABC since this class will extend from the abstract base class. Here we are creating a class called bank account which acts like a blueprint. It's not meant to be used directly to create objects. Instead, we will create subclasses like savings account or current account, which will inherit this blueprint and fill in the details. Now comes the core part. Inside this abstract class, we want to define some mandatory actions that any subclass must follow. These actions are checking the balance, depositing money, withdrawing money. Let's start with the first one. Add symbol, then write abstract method. This tells Python the next method is abstract and must be implemented in child classes. Now define the method using def. Type def check underscore balance, open parenthesis, self, close parenthesis, colon. Inside the method, write the word pass. Why pass? Because we're not writing the logic here. This method is just a placeholder, a contract. It says any subclass that uses this abstract class must write its own version of check balance. We do the same for two more methods. Type add symbol abstract method, then def deposit with parameters self and amount. Inside it, just write pass. Then add symbol abstract method, def withdraw with self and amount. Again write pass. Let's pause here and understand what we've done. We've created an abstract class called bank account. It contains three abstract methods: check balance, deposit, and withdraw. We have not written their logic. We've just described what every account must be able to do, not how they do it. This is true abstraction. We hide the internal logic and expose only the essential methods that every bank account must support. Any class that extends bank account must now provide a full working implementation of all three methods. If it doesn't, Python will raise an error. This ensures consistency. It's like saying, I don't care how you implement it, but you must implement it. That's the power of abstraction. Now, we created an abstract class called bank account with three abstract methods: check balance, deposit, and withdraw. Now let's actually build a real class called savings account and give it full functionality. Here's the big idea. We'll inherit from bank account, then we'll define how checking balance works, how to deposit money, and how to withdraw money. All the real logic will go here. We start by typing class keyword followed by savings account. Inside parenthesis, write bank account, then colon. This means savings account is inheriting from bank account. Now we'll add a constructor to initialize the account with the owner name and starting balance. Let's type def keyword followed by double underscore init double underscore. Then open parenthesis, write self, comma, owner, comma, balance, close parenthesis, and colon. Inside the method, we assign the values. Type self.owner equals owner. And on the next line, self.balance equals balance. So now, whenever we create a new savings account, we'll pass the owner's name and starting amount. Now we'll define the first abstract method, check balance. We type def check underscore balance, open parenthesis, self, close parenthesis, colon. Inside the method, type print function. Within parentheses, within quotes, type current balance is colon space, close the quotes, add a comma, and write self.balance. This prints the current balance of the account using the value stored in self.balance. Now let's define the method to deposit money. We type def deposit, open parenthesis, self, comma, amount, close parenthesis, colon. Inside the method, we first check if the amount is greater than 0. We type if amount greater than 0, colon. On the next line, write self.balance plus equals amount. Then add print function within quotes, type deposited colon space, close quotes, comma, amount. If the amount is not valid, we add an else block, type else colon, then print invalid deposit amount. So this method updates the balance only if the amount is positive. Now we'll create the last method to withdraw money. I type def withdraw, open parenthesis, self, comma, amount, close parenthesis, colon. Check if the amount is less than or equal to the balance. We write if amount less than or equal to self.balance, colon. Then on the next line, self.balance minus equals amount. Next line, print function within quotes type withdrawn colon space close quotes comma amount, else we add a message for insufficient funds, type else colon, then print function within quotes type insufficient balance. Now we have implemented all three abstract methods, which means our savings account class is now complete and functional. Let's now test everything. We'll create an object. We type create a variable called account equals savings account. Inside the parentheses, pass the values. Within quotes, type Ravi, 5,000. Now we call all the methods one by one. Type account dot check underscore balance with parentheses. Account dot deposit, pass value 1,500. Account dot withdraw, pass value 2,000. Account dot check underscore balance again. Run the program. You will see output like current balance is 5,000, deposited 1,500, withdrawn 2,000, current balance is 4,500. Perfect. That's how abstraction works in Python. With real logic hidden behind clean method calls, the user of this class doesn't care how the logic works. They just call methods like deposit or withdraw, and the object handles everything internally. Let's review what we've learned. We started with an abstract class called bank account. Inside it, we defined three abstract methods without any logic. Then we created a real class called savings account. We inherited from the abstract class and wrote full logic for all three methods. Then we created an object, passed data, and used the methods. This is true abstraction. We are only showing the user the interface, not the internal logic. It keeps our code clean, consistent, and powerful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.